We're going to Pearl River. Now, the main spots for this map are going to be in the middle here and over here. This side of the map is going to be mainly for medium tanks and tank destroyers. There is a massive issue with this map. There is zero good bushes that I have found for light tanks. Like, genuinely, there's nowhere to sit if you're in a light tank. Like, you could go and knock down these trees here, and then you could sit in them, but like, you're then just super exposed, and they know you're there because you've knocked them down. So the only real thing that you can do is go to the hill, or you active spot just around here, then come back again. So yeah, I mean, this map really is quite bad for light tanks, and if you've come here expecting me to reveal a magical bush to you, it's not going to happen. So yeah, we're just going to start off with the active spot, and then I'll show you the hill. Yeah, let's get straight into light tanks. Okay, so this goes for both sides of the map. You can easily do this. You just go down off the hill and then do the exact same thing, but obviously the opposite side. You don't want to go too far. You just want to go far enough so that you'll be able to spot people that are over here. And these are the bushes that I said about. You can knock these down and try and sit in them, but it's just not worth it. Just maybe only go about this far and then come back, and then you can continue your way around wherever you want to go. But yeah, there is zero spots that you can really go to. If you want to go up the hill, obviously just go from the spawn straight up here, and then you can make your way straight up here into the middle of the map. And you can get some spotting damage done from up here, but you are really quite exposed when you're up here, in comparison to everywhere else. For example, like if you get here fast enough, then you'll be able to spot people that are moving across. The fastest way to do that is actually not going this way, but probably that way. So yeah, but the middle of the map is okay. There's just not a lot for you to really do once you're here. And you can always get off the hill if you so require. There's quite a few ways of doing it. You just need to be careful when you are dropping down like this, that you don't, flip yourself or anything by accident. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But that's light tanks. I can't show you anything else really. I do not have a magical solution for this side of the map because everyone is so close anyway, on the positions that they're fighting, that they're going to spot the people no matter what. You don't need a light tank over here. And there's no bushes for a light tank to sit in to actually spot over here. So yeah, if you know a bush that works for you, then let me know. But I have not found anything that really works. Just simply because all the bushes that there are way too far back from the action. Or the bushes are only very, very situational, for how the game's progressed. So yeah, that is Pearl River light tanks. Okay, so for the medium tanks, the main spot that I will show you is just in the middle. The thing is, if you're fast enough, Leo can do it. You can try and get up to the middle of the map, and then you have kind of good vision. As you saw with the light tanks, you can see a lot of stuff. However, if you don't want to go up to the middle, and I'm not going to show you it again, because it's, it's already been shown, but around here, if you're in something that's got a little bit more armor, then you can go here and just trade with people on this corner. You don't have to. You can decide that you want to go all the way over here, for example, and I'll show you that in a second. But you need a little bit of armor here. Something like... I mean, a 140 can do this because you can almost perma-track someone out there if they decide to push a little bit too far. 430U can do this. Those other heavily armored tanks. I mean, 140 isn't really heavily armored, but you get what I mean. I wouldn't really take a Leo here. I'd rather take the Leo kind of over this way a little bit more. If you want to snipe, although if you want to be aggressive with the Leo, then sure, like, it works. But yeah, this spot is very nice, especially early on in the game, because there'll be plenty of people that try and get up here. And if you're fast enough, then you can even catch out some light tanks as they're trying to get up. But yeah, let's now go over to this side, and obviously exactly the same thing as for the other side. You just go there and just hold the corner. That corner is a little bit worse than this corner, just because you have this second kind of cubby hole here. that you can go to and defend yourself from. But apart from that, it's okay. Another thing that I want to mention is if you're in a fast enough medium tank, and you know what you're doing, then you can go and use this spot down here. All you have to do is just ramp yourself up a little bit, get up there, and then you just go and ramp yourself around here, and then you're up here. You can use... So Leo 1 is absolutely fine to do this. You can probably do it in pretty much any medium tank that goes over 50. And then you can actually surprise the enemy by going up here and then around and actually get some shots on people. One, if there's anyone here, and two, if there's anyone that is over from, you know, coming from this side, you can get some nice shots on people. So yeah, there's that to consider as well. And the exact same thing is for the other side. I will show you now quickly. Now, all that you need to do is just reverse up here like this, and then you can just go full speed down the hill, go into this crack here, and then you're up. It's a little bit more difficult than the other one, but that's the only thing that you need to do. From here, you just climb up any one of these bits here, and then you can actually go around into this area here. Which also gives you another opportunity to go round into the heavy flank if you so choose. But yeah, remember, you're going to need to have a faster tank. I know for a fact that Chieftains can do it, and they go at 46. So, yeah. In a lighter tank, you know, STB1 should be able to do it. Any kind of medium should be able to do it. So, yeah. That's the middle of the map done for medium tanks. Let's now go and show you over this side of the map. Okay, so over this side, medium tanks can do one of two things. You can either play the sniper role, or you can play the more aggressive role. And now this is going to kind of merge tank destroyers into this, just because it's just cutting down on the video time anyway. Tank destroyers can sit up here, and medium tanks can also sit up here if you want to try and snipe across onto the middle of the map. And you can also have some shots over there, but it's not like amazing, like godlike position. If you do want to snipe properly, what I'd recommend you do is sit around here, around this bit here, because from here you can shoot anyone that's down there, and you can also peek up and shoot anyone that's over that way. So you get kind of best of both worlds here, whereas at the back there you're kind of limited a little bit, and you can't shoot down here. So it's up to you which one you decide to do. I would always definitely go this side, and you can even knock down this tree. As long as you knock it kind of forwards like this, it will give you an extra bit of camo for you to be able to shoot people down there. And it's not going to do like loads of camo, but it does enough for you to be able to sit here and get some shots off. But besides that, over this side, I wouldn't recommend going anywhere else to snipe. If you want to play aggressive, then by all means, you can push up to here. And you can play around these rocks here, or alternatively, you can just play around here. Be warned, people will go into this dip from the other side, so don't push too far forwards unless you know there's no one here. Speaking about this dip quickly, you cannot be shot from it from the middle of the map. They have no shots unless you go down far enough, which is like down to here. And as you can see there, they'll be able to shoot you. People that are at the lower level might be able to get some shots off, but as long as you're like literally up a little tiny bit higher, you'll be absolutely fine. And I know Encounter, the cap circle is here. So if you are playing Encounter for whatever reason, I don't really like Encounter, but some people do, and that's fine. But you're playing Encounter, don't try and, you know, cancel the cap from the middle of the map, because it won't work. They're going to have to be really stupid and go all the way down for you to actually get some shots off. So just keep that in mind. But from the other side, exactly the same thing. You can either camp here and just battle it out, or you can go up there, and that actually has a lot better sniping positions than over that way. And you can also even go up here, if you so choose, with plenty of bushes actually, as long as you knock them down. So something like an STRV could actually sit here as well. And as long as you knock them down correctly, you will be absolutely fine to sit here and just get some shots off on people as they're pushing up, or, you know, battling around there. So yeah, that is medium tanks and tank destroyers done kind of in one. just because we're now going to move on to heavy tanks, and then that's map pretty much done. There's not so much to talk about for TDs, as it's pretty basic and can be interchanged with medium tanks quite a bit. So yeah, let's now move on to heavy tanks, and let's wrap up Pearl River. Okay, so for the heavy tanks, and I'm going to tell you right now, do not go through the river. It's not worth it because it's going to slow you down quite a bit. And even though this is going uphill, it's still faster to go off the river here than to go through the river, because your terrain resistance is a lot worse on the river than it is on here. So yeah, you'll go a lot faster if you just carry on this kind of line. And also there is kind of a little crossing here, so just keep that in mind. And another thing, that water is very deep. Do not go into it. It's not going to work. But once you get here, then you can just... You'll find a position that suits you. Artillery can hit you around here, so you need to kind of be careful of that. But apart from that, you just find a position and you just go hold down, or you can kind of play it side scraping, however you want to play it. You can play around these rocks if you're on the other side, or even on this little hill bit if you're on the other side. It just depends on how the battle has progressed by the time that you get here and how fast your tank is. So yeah, you'll find a spot. The more kind of this way you go, or left from my screen here you go, the more likely you're going to get hit by arty. Whereas if you stay like this, then you can usually negate some of that potential arty damage with the hill. So yeah, all of this is just heavy tank area. This is all you have to do. Both sides exactly the same. You just either go hold down or you side scrape. Just like anywhere else, there's plenty of ways that they can get through and plenty of spots that they can poke up from, but there's only one way that they can get kind of through this, apart from the sides here. But you know, if you just hold here, you'll be absolutely fine, and you can even use these buildings as some solid cover as well, if you want to. So yeah, that's heavy tanks, and that is Pearl River. If you did enjoy this, then you know what to do. And yeah, sorry but I didn't find a magical light tank bush for you to go and spot in, but that's just the map. Yeah, I'll see you in a bit.